Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Hans Waisfeld, real estate agent with Keller Williams. I want to make a quick little video, short little video, letting you know what's going on today in the market here in Miami. So I have a lot of clients and friends asking me, just wondering what's been going on lately, right? So first, I want to talk about buyers. So what we're seeing in buyers is that many of them have stopped going out, right? So thankfully, everybody stay home. So many buyers have been staying home. They postponed their search. So a lot of them are just, if they're on a lease, they're just extending their lease a month or two more, or whatever the situation may be. They're just pretty much on hold to see what's gonna happen, right? Everyone's uncertain. There's a lot of uncertainty going on. Nobody knows what price they're gonna drop or what's gonna happen. So a lot of my buyers, in this case, have postponed their search. As with sellers, the sellers, there's been both ways. Many sellers have canceled their listings and took it off the market to see what's gonna happen, and then many sellers, have gotten a little bit worried and they put their properties on the market, right? A lot of people have put their properties on the market because, again, if this is like 2008, 2009, which is nothing like it, but it could turn out that way and prices could drop significantly. If that is the case, then many sellers are worried that that's going to happen, so they put their properties on the market right now because prices are still, somewhat high, right? So those who bought when the market was down in 2010, 2011, 2012, right now they've seen a really high appreciation, right? If they held on all these years. So a lot of them are just saying, you know what, I made some equity, I made some gains, let me put the property on the market before something happens. I'm not saying something's gonna happen, but those are what my clients and those sellers are thinking in their head, right? And then many of them, have maybe are not such in a rush to sell. Maybe they have no equity and they're like, you know what, let me just step back. Let me just wait to see what happens. If I have to hold on a few more years, I'll hold on a few more years, but I'll step back and withdraw or cancel my listing and take it off the market. And then, as with investors, a lot of my investors, believe it or not, I thought investors will still be out there searching. They are still out there, but many of them have also paused, right? Many of them have also paused, and they're just waiting to see what's going to happen as well. Because in an investor's eyes, let's say they could buy a property right now for 300,000, but who knows what could happen in 6 months from now, if prices will drop or not, and they could get that same property for 250 or less. Again, this is what they're telling me. This is their thoughts. And I totally respect and I totally understand their point of view, and I would probably have done the same thing. And there's some investors that I'm working with. As long as the numbers make sense and everything makes sense, as with rentals and just the number that they're getting the property at, then they're still moving on, right? If the numbers make sense, no matter what happens to the market, their numbers still make sense and they can still continue to make that purchase or investment, right? So we're seeing all kinds of different things going on, a lot of uncertainty. Nobody really knows, no one at all knows. Many of them, or many of us, are just waiting to see what happens. But again, as of right now, there's a lot of a lot of slowing down. There are still a lot of investors and purchases and closings going on, but of course it's a lot less than usual. Yeah, I hope this video has helped you. If you have any questions, if there's anything I can answer for you at all, anything, just reach out to me, contact me, and I'll be more than happy to help you out anytime. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.